Hi guys, it's Baldrick here, and in today's episode I'm doing a review of the Razer BlackWiddow Chroma. So I'll give you a nice little view of it. It looks pretty decent, if I do say so myself. It's the nicest looking keyboard I've ever owned. I'm running a special sort of pattern. It's doing a wave pattern, so obviously you can see the wave in the keyboard with all the colours. And it just looks great, but I'll get into the actual review now. So it is obviously a RGB keyboard, so it means it can basically output any of the 16.8 million colors it says it can output, which is really good to see. It definitely looks very colorful, and this is in a lit room, so this is what it's usually going to look like. So even though light's shining on it, it's looking a lot brighter than my other keyboard, which was a membrane anyway. So it also features the Razer key switches, so it's using the clicky ones, so they're pretty loud. I'll get into that later. But the good thing is that it has macro keys, so that's a added benefit that the K70 does not have, but the K95 has if you're comparing it to that sort of keyboard, because that's one that you'd really compare it to be honest. So it obviously looks nice. I can't complain on any of the key layouts, they look great. There's no weird placement of a space bar or extra long key that pisses you off. It's just great. There's no, I guess there's no rest for your hand, which isn't great, but me myself, I'm happy with my hand resting on the desk. It feels great and there's no issues with that, and I'm used to that anyway. You're not meant to type with your hand resting anyway, but you're meant to play like that, but anyway, can't worry about that too much. Also, another thing I'd like to comment on is sort of the materials it is made out of. It is made out of some plastic, it's plastic material. It's got a matte black coat, so it looks really nice. I can't complain about it, but I would rather it be metal like or metallic sort of finish like the Corsair keyboards, but can't really complain too much. It's got a pretty fat braided cable over there. The cable has two USBs. It's got a headphone cable and a microphone cable, because it's got those ports on the keyboard over there. I'll show you that later. Actually, I'll show you it now. It's also got something here that indicates if caps lock or number lock's on, or some of the media keys. It's got great media key placement, which is good. So before I get on to what it comes with, I'll just tell you what it comes with in the box. It comes with the basic Razer booklet that you get with most Razer products. It comes with these unique stickers that are actually shiny, unlike most of them that are green, which is, they probably come with all the Razer Chroma peripherals, so that's pretty cool that you get that. And obviously you get the keyboard, nothing else. You don't get anything to take out the keycaps with, which isn't great, but whatever. If I forgot to mention, this is the clicky Razer key switches, so they're pretty loud, but I'll show you the part of the keyboard over here. As you can see, you have a USB and a audio in and or a audio port, and also a microphone port, so you can plug in your headset there and you will have no issues. And it's obviously got the USB port, and I've tested and it definitely does work. Now I'll show you some cool lighting options that comes with this keyboard. So I'll get into the software in the later part of the video, but I'll give you a quick demonstration now. So obviously you can see there the software. It's currently on Wave. I'll now put it to it's a nice one. I'll put it on Ripple. So now, as you can see, it's not doing anything, but as soon as I press that, it has a ripple effect. How cool is that? So it goes from wherever you press the key, so it's really cool that it does that. I can press it a lot and it does that. I really like that effect. Another effect that I'll show you is, that's another one. Reactive is pretty cool, so you can go like that, and whatever keys you press, it lights up, so that's a really nice effect as well. Actually, I'll go over all of them. So you've got breathing, standard breathing. It's pretty simple. Then you've got your reactive. I showed you that. And then you've got spectrum cycling, so it goes through all the colors, which is really nice. You've also got static, which is just one single color. You've got the wave one, which I like the most. And you've finally got the ripple effect, which I showed you before. So that is basically about it. It's also got custom profiles, which I'll get into later. So I'll show you one I've got set up right now. So as you can see, you can individually select keys and light them up. So I've lit up the WASD and all the keys that you would use for first-person shooters in red and different colors to the blue. So it's really good that you can do that with this keyboard, and I highly recommend it if you're getting a first-person shooter keyboard. It's basically designed to do that. So I've had no real issues with it. Just make sure you've got the required USB ports for it, guys. I highly recommend you've got that at least. I'm not using a Razer mouse, but if you are using a Chroma peripheral, you can sync the color with it. So if it's on the wave effect, you can basically sync it with the other peripheral, which is a pretty cool feature. So I'll put you onto the software bit now.
Hi guys, this is the Razer Synapse 2.0 software. So this is going to be used to configure your Razer BlackWiddow Chroma. So the first thing that you get is the customization of your keys. So you can basically remap your keys to whatever you want them to be. You can also remap your macro keys that are also featured on this keyboard. I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention that as a feature, but it definitely has macro keys you can configure custom macros to by just clicking the macros tab and just putting whatever macro you want on them. So it's very easy to use. Another thing that you get with the software is lighting effects. This is going to be the main thing that you want this software for. So you can basically select all your default lighting presets, so static, or you can select that wave effect that had the rainbow color and it was going right or left, so you can select your direction pretty easily there. But if you want to get more advanced like me, you just have to click Chroma configurator, and you can basically customize your keyboard to your heart's extent. So you can easily select keys, you can apply different layer effects, so you can add a effect of just the standard color, then you can add another effect of having certain color on certain keys, so you can have basically a green keyboard with red keys, or you can just do a lot more than that. You can have different sorts of wave patterns with different colors. It's really good that you can do this. I won't get into how to use this fully. You sort of need to learn it yourself because it takes a while to learn, but it's very simple to use. The user interface is great. You can simply just highlight the keys you want. So I just want the number pad, you just highlight it, or you can just click individual keys that you want to change, or you can even press Control and just pick all the keys that you want. So it's very simple to use and it's very user friendly. Then you just click apply, and it is using a custom setting, so I won't apply it now. So you would just select your custom setting at the top over there and it would be done. So now I'll get onto another bit, which is the gaming mode. Basically gaming mode, just you can even do it on your keyboard. It just disables all the keys that might piss you off when you're playing a game, that might just tab you out somehow. So I've already gone over the macros bit, so now let's go to stats. I haven't enabled this, but basically what this does, it gives you statistics on your keyboard, so it's really good that it does that, and it also gives you heat maps on what keys you press the most. And I'm not really into this sort of thing, but if you want to have data tracking enabled, you can easily do this, but I'm not really into it, and I wouldn't ever look at it, so I don't have it enabled right now. So that's really it for the software. It's very user friendly. It's great to use. You basically can, it just gives you everything you'd want. It doesn't support like full-on custom programming like the Corsair one does, but you don't really need that. For what it does, it's great, and I'm sure Razer will update it more in the future. So overall, it's a great software, and I wouldn't really have any complaints, apart from that you need an account to use it. But apart from that, it's great, and I wouldn't use any other software. The Logitech one I didn't find is as good as this for my Logitech mouse that I've had, but for a keyboard this is great, and it's definitely better than some of the other Razer softwares that I've used in the past as well. So thanks for watching this review, guys. It's sort of an overview, but it gives you an idea of what the keyboard's actually like. The lighting is just insane on this keyboard, I love it. And tell me what you think in the comments. What's your favorite keyboard? Would you consider buying this after watching this video? Thanks for watching, have a nice day.